We are witnessing the downfall of Roblox. Instead of facing their issues, Roblox tried to hide from them by banning Schlep and threatening legal action against him. But little did they know their attempt to silence the issue would only ignite a movement for change.
I am going to leave the Roblox Star program.
It's basically open season for predators on this app.
True Blue and I are investigating the exploitation of children on the popular gaming platform Roblox.
This isn't just about one creator getting banned. This is about Roblox's biggest controversy ever and fighting for child safety. Banning Schlep started a revolution. We need everyone's support. Call the Swifties, call the K-pop army, you know what? Even call the Kendrick fans.
A minor.
You know it's bad when Democrats and Republicans are actually agreeing on something. And all of this comes just weeks after their CEO doubled down on wanting to transform Roblox into a dating app, despite the fact that the majority of its users are just kids. From massive lawsuits in countries banning Roblox to influencers and developers publicly cutting ties with the company, and with Chris Hansen now stepping in to investigate, Roblox is facing the biggest threat to their reputation in history. What's going on, YouTube? It's IvanSteff, and you guys, for today's video, I'm going to be covering everything you need to know about the Roblox vs. Schlep situation. But just before we get into this, be sure to leave a like on my video and subscribe if you haven't already, or else David Baszucki will be your new dad. So a quick recap, Schlep is one of, if not the biggest predator hunter in the Roblox community. In under a year, he and his team exposed multiple predators, and thanks to his work has had 6 people arrested. Even police thanked him for his work, but instead of supporting him, Roblox banned every account that he owned and hit him with a cease and desist letter. They essentially told him to stop catching predators or else he would be sued.
What?
That decision outraged the entire community, with many accusing Roblox of defending predators over kids. You take a look at their comment section on TikTok, on Instagram, on any platform, and you'll see it flooded with memes roasting their CEO, David Baszucki, or as I like to call him, David Badookie, because he literally shit on this platform. David bazookaed Roblox into pieces. Because of all this, it's actually going to become a new roast to say your dad owns Roblox. But it's not just him, it's also their chief safety officer, Matt Kaufman, who's made some very questionable decisions, and because of it, people are now making memes like this. Now the thing is, this isn't just about Schlep getting banned. I made a short where I said Roblox banning Schlep was the best thing they could have done, and that's not because I agree with Schlep being banned, but because this whole situation has shined a massive spotlight on Roblox's deeper problem. It sucks for the corporation, people are boycotting Roblox and their stock is crashing down, but it's good for its users because now Roblox has to act. They have to make improvements on child safety and work on fixing the predator problem, or else their entire corporation will come crumbling down. So a bit after Schlep was banned and the hundreds of thousands of comments accusing Roblox of protecting predators, they decided to respond, not once, but twice.
I am at a loss of words because Roblox, they just tripled down, and this is literally their worst response yet.
They didn't directly say Schlep's name, but they made it quite clear who they were referring to. Roblox was asked by one journalist about the Schlep situation, but instead of addressing it directly, they said vigilante groups can break rules, misrepresent their age. Roblox argued that vigilantes like Schlep have a profit motive to evade detection, basically saying he's making money off catching predators and doesn't give Roblox info to act. The internet did not like that response one bit, especially the profit motive part, which I gotta admit is a very out of touch thing for Roblox to say. For those who don't know, between the ages of 12 and 15, Schlep was groomed by a popular Roblox developer who had official company merch and was contracted directly with Roblox. This adult developer sent graphic content, photos of corn, if you know what I'm saying, all while Schlep was just a kid. Schlep faced so much trauma from what he experienced that he actually tried to off himself and was hospitalized for it. Schlep's mother contacted Roblox seeking help, but they didn't seem to care. They didn't respond until she threatened legal action. Only then did they reply, but get this, apparently they tried to downplay what happened by claiming that the abuse happened on another platform, despite the fact that this developer was working for and promoted by Roblox. And that's the reason Schlep does what he does. Roblox failed him, so he took the initiative to ensure that what happened to him does not happen to others. And even if Schlep is making money, which he is, why are we posing this as a bad thing? Firefighters make money, nurses make money, doctors make money. Do we have people accusing them of only doing it for money and not actually caring about the people they're helping? So like I said, the company got a lot of heat for this, but their next response was even worse. In an article titled "More on Our Removal of Vigilantes from Roblox," their chief safety officer Matt Kaufman shared more information on why it's necessary to remove vigilantes from their platform. He said that similar to actual predators, vigilantes like Schlep often impersonate minors and try to lead other users off platform to have inappropriate conversations with. Did Roblox seriously compare Schlep to actual predators? Yes, they did.
What they say right here, I'm genuinely offended at. Similar to actual predators, they often impersonate minors. I literally was groomed on this platform. How freaking dare you? I'm genuinely upset about this.
Roblox has completely lost it. This just goes to show how completely out of touch the people in charge really are. It's just such a disgusting thing to do. Saying Schlep only does it for the money is one thing, but comparing him to the very same people who he was a victim to? That's crazy. I wouldn't even call Schlep a vigilante because by definition, vigilantes are those who undertake law enforcement without legal authority. But the key part is that vigilantes apprehend and punish criminals themselves. That's not what him and his team do. They ensure that it's known they're not cops, that the preds are not under arrest and can leave whenever. If you actually watch the videos, they're very educational and bring more awareness to this topic. Gideon is the one who talks to these preds, and he's not like other predator catchers who want to just pick fights and lift up their own ego. He's very polite and respectful and talks to them as if he's a friend, trying to get them to understand what they did was wrong, all while having the creep expose all the evidence on camera. Think of Schlep like one head of the Hydra, the fuel that was needed to blow the doors wide open and have people seriously talking about this issue. And this issue is child safety. Let's start with Qatar. On August 13th, the country straight up banned Roblox. Why? Because of the same exact problems Schlep's been calling out. Predators, inappropriate content, and zero trust that Roblox is actually protecting kids. And it looks like other countries are starting to follow. Indonesia, one of the biggest gaming markets in the world, is also threatening to ban Roblox if they don't clean up their act. They're asking for Roblox to open a local office and comply with child protection regulations, pointing out the high prevalence of violent games. If you watched my previous video, The Dark Side of Roblox, then you would know people don't just make violent games. They recreate real-life violence events and even glorify them. And Roblox is not just facing heat in Asia, it's happening in the US. On August 15th, Louisiana's Attorney General Liz Murrow announced that the state is suing Roblox. She's arguing that Roblox chooses profits over child safety and even compares it to hunting for wildlife.
It's basically open season for predators on this app. Roblox is violating Louisiana law, and that's why we filed this lawsuit.
And if that wasn't bad enough, Chris Hansen, the Ash Ketchum of predators, one of the most popular predator hunters, announced that he is investing in Roblox over child safety concerns.
I've already interviewed law enforcement investigators and victims of this horrible activity. And we have some collaborators, some people who've been working in this space, including Schlep, who have committed to help us in this endeavor. Will Roblox actually say anything about it? Will it make any changes? We're going to do our best.
The pressure on Roblox has never been higher. This is why I said Roblox banning Schlep is one of the best things it could have done. Not for the company, but for the community of players, because now they have to take action and better protect kids. So aside from just shitting on Schlep, what is Roblox actually doing? Well, they recently posted 2 articles on their developer forum announcing new safety policies and tools to better protect users. And I have to admit, they're not that bad. One big change, new technology that automatically detects and shuts down servers with high levels of rule breaking. Basically, if a server is full of people violating rules, they won't just kick out those individual people, they'll shut down the entire server. And this is perfect for those infamous condo games where people go to these games specifically to violate rules. Another promising move, the Community Safety Council. This is a group made of Roblox content creators, people who actually play the games. They'll help shape new safety policies, give feedback on new rules, and bring some transparency to how Roblox handles these issues. This is what Roblox should have done from the beginning. They should have reached out to Schlep instead of just banning him out of nowhere. They should have hit him up and been like, yo, Schlep, we appreciate what you're doing. We don't necessarily agree that it's the right way, but what we can do is offer you a position with us, a paid position in which you will work for Roblox. And they could have brought him in, listened to his perspective, and used his expertise to improve community safety. And honestly, it would have been pretty good PR for them as well. Now, not to defend Roblox, but I can think of 2 possible reasons why they did what they did. Number 1, they could argue defamation. By Schlep making all these Roblox predator catching videos, it brings bad publicity to Roblox. They could argue by Schlep making these videos, it makes the issue seem more prevalent than it is. And number 2, going with the rules, they do not allow vigilantes, and I can see how this is a problem. Someone like Schlep who has a team, they're very thorough and careful with what they do. But the problem is kids who are watching. If they try to imitate Schlep, you have 12-year-olds trying to catch predators, they could be putting themselves in danger. Now the big question that everyone is asking, what is Roblox doing about those bathroom simulators and other games known for attracting creeps? Well, they said they won't be banning them. News broke out that bathroom simulators are gone. You try to search for them and they don't flood the screen like they once did. But apparently they're not going to be completely getting rid of them. They're just restricting it to those ages 17 plus who are ID verified. That means that if you're not 17 or are not ID verified, then you won't be able to play these games. Now, why 17 instead of 18? I don't know. A lot of creators, including myself, are not impressed with this because these games that take place in bathrooms, bars, and clubs, they're games. In my video, The Dark Side of Roblox, I checked these games out for myself, and it only took me 30 seconds to see some very, very inappropriate messages. People looking to do some very bad things. I heard that it was bad, but seeing it for myself, going into these servers, within only 30 seconds, seeing what I saw, it's worse than I thought. So these new policies that Roblox is implementing, it's definitely a step in the right direction, but there's still a lot more work to be done. Creekcraft went into Meep City, a game known for inappropriate behavior, and within seconds, he saw a giant Pen 15 running around. Another user decided to test it out for himself and found this avatar within just 1 minute. I have no choice, but I gotta censor the image, but the avatar literally has a giant 12-inch foot-long sandwich down there. The fact that this avatar is even able to be created is concerning, especially when you consider the fact that 40% of Roblox's demographic are kids under the age of 13. So where does this all leave Roblox? They've been exposed for years of failing to protect kids, their CEO doubled down on a dating app idea, and now creators, governments, and predator investigators are all up in their case. Schlep's ban may be a disaster for the company, but it became a catalyst for real change. They have no choice but to fix their moderation, protect their young users, and show that child safety comes before profits. I found a comment that sums up the situation pretty well. Roblox, your safety is not our problem. Roblox, when lawsuit kicks in, your safety is our priority. It's sad that it had to come to this point, but it's a big reminder that these big corporations, they don't care about your safety. All they really care about is money. Anyways, with all this being said, I want to know your thoughts on this entire situation, so leave a comment down below and let me know. If you enjoyed my coverage on this topic, then please leave a like on this video and subscribe if you haven't already, but that's officially gonna do it. So until next time, it's been IvanSteff.